Hello and a very warm welcome. Bit of a different video today. We're going to be talking about Ragazzi tutti, bella troia, ragazzi tutti, forza Ferrari. Sebastian Vettel. Oh, Sebastian. What has happened? What has happened from this German who wins at Monza in a Toro Rosso? Then pulls Mark Webber's pants down, wins 4 championships in a row. Then the smiling Aussie comes in and beats him. And then he jumps ship and moves to Ferrari. The team's built around him. Kimi Räikkönen's the number 2. Sebastian Vettel's the number 1. It was easy work for Sebastian. Then Kimi goes to Alpha. Charles Leclerc, the rising star, comes in. And is Vettel going to jump ship again? We've seen it with Ricciardo. Ricciardo beats him. He jumped. Leclerc has now overtaken him in the drivers. Now, Sebastian Vettel could beat Charles Leclerc, yeah, but the thing about Vettel is he is a top class driver. You don't win 50 Grand Prix. He's got like 50 pole positions. I'm not sure what he has got off the top of my head, but I'm sure we can bring it up. 4 World Championships. How many wins? Pole positions? We could get it up. Sebastian Vettel F1 record.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Fuck off. Right, here we go. Right, his Formula 1 career. I was close actually to his poles. He used to dominate in that Red Bull. Basically, Mark Webber was never good enough to challenge this German. So here we go. I don't know what's happening here. It won't cancel. Here we go. Right, first entry. Sebastian Vettel, 2007, United States. First win, 2008, Italy. Last win, 2018, Belgium. Although for me, he won Canada, fair and square. That was a travesty. 52 wins. 52 wins from two. He started 233. 234. It's got brackets between it. Did he? Must have had a controversial race somewhere. Where did he start? Oh, it could. No, 2005 he went there. Don't know about that one. Wins 52. Pole positions 56. I mean, he used to dominate. Used to dominate the sport. And then he moved to Ferrari. He won in Ferrari. And then Charles Leclerc came in. But 2018 was a massive turning point. And the biggest turning point for me was, I mean, he made many mistakes in 2018. But the biggest turning point was when he was leading at Germany, his home race. He was comfortable in the lead. Then he goes down into the Sachs curb, goes off, puts it in the wall. He gets stuck in the gravel. He loses an easy race win. He's never won at Germany, Vettel, which is remarkable to say how dominant he was in that Red Bull. 2009 came close with a bronze, but the bronze was too strong. Then 10, 11, 12 and 13, the German brings his finger out, the waving finger. It used to annoy everyone. That's the thing with Formula 1. Schumacher wins, everyone hates him because he's winning. Vettel used to win, everyone hates him because he's winning. But now look at him, he's so funny. There's something loose between my legs apart from the obvious. And then what did he say in his interview? I've got balls, but none of them are crystal. I mean, the guy's funny as hell. But he's going through a tough time. He's got no confidence. And now is Ferrari trying to build that team around Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is the future. And is Vettel feeling a bit left out? Charles Leclerc, back-to-back pole positions, back-to-back race wins. Vettel hasn't won a race since 2018 in Belgium, which is over a year. For me, he won in Canada, and it was a scandal. Scandalous that he didn't get the victory in Canada. It was a disgraceful decision. But yeah, mistakes. You think back to Germany. You think back to France when he hit Bottas. You think back to Italy when he should have gave the position to Hamilton. tried keeping it in there, spins round. Ricciardo at USA. And it seems something with the Ferrari, it's so easy to spin round. I mean, he's literally becoming a meme now because everyone's saying Vettel's favourite song is Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round. Because he spins all the time. It's so easy to lose that Ferrari. And Japan was another one. Bahrain, going on to this season now. Bahrain, Lewis Hamilton, he gets on the power at Bahrain and spins it again. Had damage to his front wing. Off the top of my head, he hit the back of Max at Silverstone. And then he had a good race at Germany this year was absolutely outstanding by Vettel. That is the 4-time world champion coming out. He starts last, he gains 6 places down into turn 1 and finishes second. And it was a wet race. Considering he went off in 2018 in wet conditions, he comes back to the track where mentally it would have scarred him. And he did a brilliant race. Absolutely sensational. But he's a world-class driver, but he's definitely a bit mistake-prone. But then saying that, we've seen it in Red Bull where he went from the pit lane to third. He is good in wheel-to-wheel action, but recently, wheel-to-wheel action, he comes out worse. And then to top it all off, Italy. Wow, the shambolic qualifying, he only gets 4th in qualifying. And then he's running on his own. Hulkenberg got past him, got past Hulkenberg, he's running on his own. And then somehow he's lost it in the Scari. What's happening out here? Police car just went flying past. Where was we? Oh, going down into a Scari. A Scari's quick, and Vettel just loses it again. It's like the spin. So easy to lose that Ferrari. And then he does something criminal. He's on the grass. He's eager to get back into the race because he's losing position. He then comes back on the track, hits Lance Stroll, and he should have been disqualified for it because he put Lance Stroll in danger, and he put himself in danger, and he put other cars in danger because Stroll's going so slowly. Gasly has to go on the gravel to avoid. So I don't know what you think about that. Leave it in the comments. Was it a severe enough penalty for Vettel? For me, he should have been disqualified, like literally black flagged and kicked out the race, told to come back to the pits because you can't do that. What was he thinking? What was he actually doing? He knows he's in 4th place. He knows cars are going to be coming. I mean, it would have even been safer to like go on the grass and then back on the circuit. Oh, it was crazy. It was not good. It was a rookie mistake. It was amateur stuff. I'll never forget that time he ran into the back of Mark Webber, and Mark Webber was like, well, that's kids for you, innit? Think they on the road and they fuck it all up. And then Vettel comes back and literally batters Mark Webber for 4 seasons. Yeah, Mark Webber was never on Vettel's level. I mean, simple as that. But what? Sebastian Vettel, I still believe he's good enough at the top level. He definitely is in the top 15 drivers of all time. I mean, his stats prove it. 4 championships. Maybe he's not going to get that championship he wants from his idol. Schumacher won 5 at Ferrari, 7 altogether. Sebastian's won 4 at Red Bull. He wants that championship with Ferrari. But we've seen it. Daniel Ricciardo, first season at Red Bull, he beat Vettel. And Vettel jumped. Leclerc, first season at Ferrari. I mean, don't get me wrong, Vettel could come back and beat Charles Leclerc. I expect probably him to do that. But Leclerc, form of his life, he's just got that, the team just is built round him at the minute, it seems. And Vettel, He has done some good races this year. Canada, Belgium, he actually helped the team. Germany was fantastic, but Italy was horrible. Back-to-back horrible Grand Prix for the German. But I still believe in Vettel. He's still a top-class driver, but I would not be surprised if he left Ferrari at the end of the year. And there's also that rumour, is he falling out of love with Formula 1? He's a bit of a historic guy, Vettel. He doesn't do social media, which I actually agree. If I was in his shoes and I was a sportsman, I wouldn't do social media. He just keeps himself to himself, which I actually like. But is he falling out of love with this sport? Because he won in Canada, he gets a bullshit penalty. All these penalties, it's just nonsense. Let them race. Let them sort it out on the track. And his demeanour around, he doesn't look confident, he doesn't look comfortable in that Ferrari for sure, because spins. It's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Hopefully Vettel can bounce back in Singapore and get his season back on track, because think about it, come the end of the season, if Charles Leclerc, his rookie year in Ferrari, and he beats him, that's not going to look good for Sebastian Vettel. A bit like when Ricciardo came in, first season at Red Bull, he beats him. I still believe in Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel is a top class driver, but he is going through a sticky patch, and he needs to really, this 2-week break will be good for him, I think. He just needs to get back on it, and when he crosses the line will be finger. Tutti ragazzi, Forza Ferrari, Bella Truria. My Italian is pretty shite, so yeah. Leave your comments down below. This was just a different video talking about Sebastian. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, because we can talk about other drivers. Robert Kubica. I've done one about Pierre Gasly. I was proved right that he should have been dropped. I gave my opinion. I think I'm going to have to do one for Robert Kubica. I want to stay consistent. I can't favour drivers. It's going to be a controversial topic on the Polishman, but I think I have to bring it out to stay consistent, because you can't just say, oh, Gasly's dropped, he's doing shit. Robert's not been doing great. So leave your comments down below. Sebastian Vettel seriously under pressure, but I still believe he is good enough for Formula 1.